What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Tuesday Tip. Today I wanted to talk about whether or not you should be weighing your food raw or cooked. And does it matter? At the end of the day, like all things, it's just kind of comes down to personal preference and what fits your lifestyle or schedule best, if you will. And I'll get to what I mean by that. But cooked versus raw. There are some things that just lend themselves to be measured raw. Things that come to mind are grains, cereals, oatmeals, things like that, things that are dry measured super easily. Whenever, people typically ask questions of what should I measure raw and what should I measure cooked though, and there's some confusion, it comes from things, in my opinion, like their proteins, and then things like potatoes or things that take up a lot of water whenever you cook them, like you can have wildly varying moistures. At the end of the day, when we cook things, all we're doing is removing or adding moisture to them. So the amount of moisture that you add to them, if it's consistent, it can be accounted for. At the end of the day, all it comes down to is consistency in what you're doing, because the only reason that we're weighing our foods is to be able to make adjustments to them. If I am cooking my chicken the same exact way every single time and I am eating 200 grams of it, I'm able to eat 220. It doesn't matter that it's cooked a certain way because it's a relative change of 20 grams of chicken. On the other side of that, if I'm eating potatoes and one day I'm, like frying them, and then the next day, when I say fry, air frying them, the next day I'm baking them, and the next day I'm doing them in a pan, and then the next day I'm microwaving them, that can actually wildly vary the rates. So it comes down to, being consistent with what you choose to measure. When you're cooking proteins, in my experience, proteins typically cook down by 25 to 30% weight-wise. So, like I said, it goes back to being consistent in how you're doing it. You can't flip-flop between whether you're working with a coach or whether you're tracking it yourself. At the end of the day, all that you're trying to accomplish by weighing your food, cooked or raw, is to be able to track it and make relative change. So, at the end of the day, this was a very long-winded way of saying be consistent in which way you choose to do. If you enjoyed this Tuesday tip, be sure to subscribe. We are doing our best to put one out every Tuesday, along with a lot of other gym-based content as well as nutrition stuff. So, as always, I appreciate the follow. I have a lot of fun doing these. I'll see y'all next time.